Greetings and welcome to That's Debatable. It's a film and television debate show. I'm your host, Sat Nyangi, and off screen we have two additional judges. We have Jake, Riley, Hunt. Can't give a shout out right now.
What up?
All right, and next to Jake is Tomim.
Hello.
Yeah. So basically...
Respect the judges.
Sorry.
Note that. You didn't clap you.
When
you're voting.
Hold on. What is he?
Okay, guys, settle down.
It's on though. Adele, it is on.
I haven't finished the intro yet, guys.
Sorry,
intro.
Sir. I respect you.
Who are these people?
So
who are these people? Yeah, I searched far and wide to find two people to interrupt me. And on my left, she is the queen of pun, a comedian, a really good one. Ladies and gentlemen, Adele, she didn't fall off a cliff.
Yay! It's nobody at school ever said that to me, Sad. That was super original. Well done.
Thank you. I love the sarcasm. And to my right, he's the king of game. Yes. He's a professional pickup artist. Ladies, beware of this guy down the street. He's the guy who swiped left on Tinder. Ladies and gentlemen.
I'm not on Tinder, by the way.
Where are you on now?
No one needs to know, by the way.
Are you one of those people who like sets up a booth in the street, being like, "Hey, just come sit down for a chat."
Just
give me 3 minutes of your time, and I'll convince you to stay for your whole life.
Guys, I'm losing this already. Guys, hi. That's Debatable. Again, the best of three. You know, round one is 7 minutes. Round two, 7 minutes. We also have a round three. Even if we have one person besting the other person, we'll still get to round three, which is the wildcard round, which is 1 minute. You have a minute to think about the question as you're given on the spot, and after that 1 minute, we'll come to a conclusion with a best of three. And we're going to go ahead and do round one. We're going to do it alphabetical order. Awkward, your both name starts with A.
You know, you go to the second letter, you don't just stop at the first. You go, that's alphabetized.
We could just rock, paper, scissors.
Again, guys, I knew this, but I just wanted to say it, right? Both names starts with A, but it does got a D next to it, so I'm going to go with Adele first. Yeah. I'm going to go, no, rock, paper, scissors. No. Adele, best Marvel film. There's a debate that you see a lot on Reddit. So, Adele, what film did you go with?
I went with the correct answer. That's what I went with, which is Captain America: The Winter Soldier.
Say a little. Oh, okay.
That's the sound of a man realising he's picked the wrong film.
August, mate, you can't let her talk to you like that, man.
I'm just saying, that film is definitely. I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen it?
I haven't seen it because it's not. I saw the trailer for it and I was like, nah, I'm not gonna watch this film.
It's so good.
I'm just saying, I saw the trailer. I was like, nah.
So what film did you go with as the best Marvel film?
Best Captain America: Civil War.
So you've seen the third film of the trilogy, but not the second film of the trilogy.
Yeah, that's how.
Your conclusion was this is the best Marvel film, but I've not checked even the other ones in this trilogy.
No, I don't need to watch the second one. I know that I'm straight. I watched the first one. It was alright.
Alright. Then
did you read the? This actually, that is what I did with the Harry Potter books. I read the first chapter, the first one, and the last chapter, the last one. I went, yeah, well, that's Harry Potter.
We're gonna start with starting this. We're going ahead, yeah.
I wouldn't blame you if you did that.
Oh yeah, go start it.
If I go to explain why it's good, Captain America: Winter Soldier is the best film because for every single character in that film, it contains the most character development, and it's character driven instead of plot driven. And there's every single character in that gets to show off the reason why they are a superhero, and also individually that they each have a reveal when the reveal comes during the film that you haven't seen it, spoilers, that Hydra still exists and that Bucky is actually the Winter Soldier. Even though we know that about Bucky and stuff, every single reveal is so poignant for those characters. Also the fights in it are incredible, the elevator fight scene is so good. And also it introduced the Russos to the MCU and they've been the best directors the MCU's had.
August.
And other stuff.
Come back. Well, the reason why I chose Civil War is mainly because story-wise and the characters themselves, it's your pivots between do I go with the government side or am I just going to choose freedom and stick with saving the world? I love those type of films that make you put you in. You just imagine yourself in that kind of position. What side would you go with?
Oh yeah, it's interesting, but the reason that's so good is that Cap's story arc in that is all the groundwork's laid in Winter Soldier, and the reason he's a soldier, he obeys orders. The reason that he questions them in that film is because of what happens in Winter Soldier and the fact that S.H.I.E.L.'s been corrupt this whole time.
Isn't Winter Soldier him like the slight conflict with him remembering that, this is my friend.
No, he's not remembering that. He knows he's been friends with him the whole time. He just thought he was dead. It's the conflict is that he thought S.H.I.E.L.D. was doing good. He thought they were making the world a better place, and it turns out this whole time embedded in S.H.I.E.L.D. have been Hydra. And Nazis are bad. That's also a good message for a film to have. I'd say Nazis are bad is a strong stance to take as a film.
I don't know, but again with Civil War, like you got Black Panther, and just his introduction, the way he came about it, it's like, yeah, this is the man, and he's going toe to toe with Captain America. And still on the hunt for Bucky. I was like, and Spider-Man as well. It's like, I'll just say.
It's great. It does an amazing job of setting up all the films before and after it, like a machine, instead of being its own individual plot that you can enjoy on its own.
What's wrong with that though?
Oh no, it's great, and I love the films that do that in the MCU. But if I was going to watch an individual MCU film again and again and again, it would be Winter Soldier, because it's not constantly trying to set up the next 3 films. It doesn't need to introduce us to 5 new characters. It just the ones who come in are directly related to Cap's story. And it's super. Love it.
Fair enough,
Falcon's great.
But yeah, but no, but you're right. It is his film, and I have to admit, Captain America: Civil War did feel like it didn't really feel like it is his film, but
yeah. It's Avengers 2.5.
That's very true, but it's still
You're
the best.
agreeing with your opponent?
No, I'm
friends.
not agreeing that. I'm agreeing that it's not really Captain America's film, but what I'm saying is still the best Marvel film that there is. That is the question. Is that
That is the question.
Right. Still the best Marvel film, because you are getting the introduction of all these characters. It is setting up for big things in the Marvel universe.
Yeah.
And the way it was all done, and again, making you think, making you question things. Like,
well, that's the same though, but there's the same kind of questioning happening in, in Winter Soldier. It's the question.
No.
Yeah.
There's no question.
Oh no, I'm not saying it's should I be a Nazi or not. That's not the question. The question is, is it right to have an industry that has oversight? The whole thing that sets that up for him is the fact that he trusted S.H.I.E.L.D. and he thought that level of oversight was helpful, and then he can't trust them because of what happens in Winter Soldier. And so he's debating, can I be a vigilante on my own? Is that okay? Am I still doing the right thing? And that's all set up because of what happens in Winter Soldier.
So just make my film even greater?
No.
I think so.
Without my film, your film is redundant.
Oh, do you agree with that?
Nah, I don't know. No, not really.
One of the great things about Winter Soldier is it's terrifying, and it could be real, because it's the idea that actually Hydra have been using everything about you that they know, like your voting records and things you do online, to interpret to predict your future. And we know that people do that now. There's a reason you get targeted ads, but there's also a reason, like politically, you can manipulate people online, and it's because they have so much data about you, and that's what's terrifying about Winter Soldier and why it's so fascinating as a film.
Ooh. August, does your film do something like that as well?
Well, my film just makes you think about would I want to be restricted, or just pure freedom, and do what I want to save the world, and I choose to do what I want to save the world.
So you're Team Cap.
I am Team Cap.
But then, if you're not answerable to anyone, I'm Team Cap as well. But to play devil's advocate, if you're not answerable to anyone, how do you know you're on the right side of history? How do you know you're picking the right thing?
How do you know you're picking the right film?
Yeah, but go by the evidence is something that you need people to be gathering evidence for. You need all of that to come to you, and that's the idea of oversight, not necessarily by government, but the idea was what made S.H.I.E.L.D. great is they gathered evidence, they sent people out to do different things. So when they went to Cap and they went, "This is your mission, this is why we're doing this," he'd know why. But if it's just him on his own with 3 or 4 other superheroes,
how many seconds we have?
You have 28 seconds.
28 seconds. Wrap it up, guys.
You finally get to see Nick Fury doing something action related in this film, and it's cool. It's a car chase.
You get the introduction of Black Panther, Spider-Man, and great action scenes in there. I mean, that iconic moment where Iron Man and Captain America holding the shield, and you see that laser, beautiful.
Yeah, that's great.
beautifully
But
well done.
the elevator fight scene and the fight on the bridge are so good.
Nah, those fights.
You haven't
do
seen
not
the
compare.
film?
I know, but I'm just saying the fights that can compare. I saw the trailer where each fingers, you see the arms like.
And time. Okay, guys, that was a good one. That was a nice start. You guys brought up interesting points. I'm gonna go off with the off-screen judges. Jake, what did you think? Who are you gonna go with?
I went with Adele. I think she had a better understanding of both films and their importance to the MC universe.
I did
and
see Civil War in cinemas 6 times, so I do know it quite well as well as
I
my.
can tell, and the fact that you
That just shows how good it is, though. I'm just saying, you've seen it 6 times.
Like Winter
6
Soldier
times,
like
come
8
on.
times in the cinema.
You're
so
just adding the 2.
Guys, come on. Guys, let come on.
I'm just saying, like.
but yeah, no, she made the better points, and the fact that you hadn't seen the film was really to your hindrance. So.
Yeah, so Adele definitely knew the films better and the characters, and I think The Winter Soldier is more character driven, whereas Civil War is more of a spectacle. I mean, I enjoyed it for what it was because it was a fun superhero action movie, but yeah, Adele.
Yeah.
August. I was in the same boat as you, so I watched Winter Soldier last night, so I can get up to speed.
Oh, you did see it as well?
Well, no, but I watched it though. Exactly. So I didn't want to do unconscious, unbiased. But based on the way the debate went, you did more to talk about how it set up future films. It brought out Black Panther and Spider-Man, and it was a fun film. But Adele did mention the fact that if you take that out of the equation, Winter Soldier does stand on its own as an individual film.
Yeah.
And she did more to explain the film being grounded. She did mention the government and how it relates to real world as well. And for that reason, like everyone else, because she did have a better understanding of the characters as well.
Fair enough.
The first point goes to Adele.
I'm so happy.
1 point to Adele.
Round 2. Fight.
Yeah, that was a very good round. Adele, you thrashed. August, man.
I don't think it was a thrashing,
Mate,
Oh no, all the judges agreed with me.
mate.
Oh, it wasn't a thrashing.
At one point, she actually sat back and was like,
I don't remember that, man.
catch up. She was running.
Anyway.
Anyway, I'm not gonna.
Anyway,
you guys did well. No, I'm not. I'm gonna stop now. Okay. So let's see if Adele can, carry this on in round 2. So round 2, the question is, a film that seemed bad on paper, but turned out to be good. We're gonna go with the winner.
Okay.
Adele, what did you choose? What is, according to you, a film that seemed bad on paper, but turned out to be good?
I chose Pitch Perfect.
Ooh, why is that?
Because if you look at the plot, if you were to read the plot of Pitch Perfect, like on Netflix, and just read the plot, and it's all the main characters are teenagers, or at least in their early 20s, which is no. It's all about set in an American college, which is awful so much of the time. It's all like sororities and fraternity type things. It could nearly be Glee if you've only just read a blurb of it, and it's all look at us, we're quirky nerds. It should be terrible, but it's fantastic. It's so well done. It's really funny. It's an all-female led comedy where the driving thrust of the plot is not a romantic plot between a man and a woman. It's something else, and that's incredibly rare.
August, what did you choose, man? What is a film that was bad on paper but turned out to be good?
I feel like this is more a personal choice for me, but the film's called It Follows. It's basically simpler to Truth or Dare. It's like you have to have sex with someone in order to stop the monster from hunting you down and killing you.
This sounds like the kind of thing your pickup artist people would say. Sit down at my booth and let me explain why we have to have sex to save the world.
Exactly, and it's like you're just. I'm there thinking that I get to be that guy that's like, what the f*** are you doing? Why are you doing this for? That is not what you should be doing. Go after the prostitutes. They sleep around a lot. Let the monster go after other people. It's like it's weird. It's bad, but it's like really fun to watch. I laugh.
Are we starting this? Let's go. Let's do this. Yeah. All right, fight it out. Duke it out, guys.
Fight it out. So you just said it's bad, but it's fun to watch. So is it actually a good film?
Yeah, no, it is. How it ends is like it's quite good actually. You're there just
quite good actually is not a rave review. that's the acknowledgement of someone who thought, well, I didn't entirely waste my time watching this.
No, but I did. It's like that's what I mean. It shocks you that to the point that it's bad, but like it's actually really good. So I was like, I genuinely actually like this film. So yeah.
Cool.
Hence why I chose it.
But yeah, I mean that would make loads of
Yeah,
sense. So my argument for Pitch Perfect is like when it didn't have any big amount of money behind it or anything when it came out. The reason that most people saw the first Pitch Perfect film after it had left cinemas is because it was so good that people were telling people, no, you really must see this. It's good enough that it's out of the cinemas, but you must see it, to such an extent that got it a sequel way more than its gross in the box office.
Yeah, but I feel Pitch Perfect. No one's actually saying this is like I didn't see, it doesn't seem
but it's
bad
on paper. It doesn't seem bad, but on paper, if you look at the plot, it shouldn't necessarily be that good.
I disagree.
Based on it's based on American college students. It's based on cliques. It's based on it's just stuff about
No. But this is where I'm going to disagree because Glee came out at that time and it spawned that love for kids musical it's like and it.
But that doesn't mean it will be critically good. It does just because something is popular doesn't mean it's actually well done and well written and can be enjoyed by people outside of that clique.
Yeah, but then on paper it's like this has been done before, so it's like let's stick with this formula because it's.
But it's not similar to that. I'm just saying if you were to read the synopsis, you might surmise that it could be similar to Glee. There's nothing like it, and it's not something that's been done before. That's my argument. It's different. It's as I said, it's like an all-female led comedy that's hilarious, and the women are telling the jokes. It's not just them being in a film and a man pops his head in to go, "Let me tell you a joke, ladies." It's not based on romance, and it's fun, and it's really uplifting to watch. Enjoy it.
August, it follows.
It's good enough. Sorry, it's good enough. Pitch Perfect. That it got all those sequels and stuff, but also it's so good. It made the BBC start their own pitch battle TV series because they liked one element of that film so well. They thought we'll make money making this, which was not a good idea. But that's how good Pitch Perfect is.
Yeah, but that it was just never bad to begin with, though.
But I think if you were to just read that plot, would you go and watch that film just based on the plot? If you had no knowledge of any of the actors in it, if you had no knowledge of what surrounded it?
Yeah, I would, because I saw Glee and I was like, oh, okay, this is similar to that, so yeah, I would go see it.
Okay, but if suppose you were someone who didn't like Glee. Like, I did not like Glee.
Alright.
So in that, like, when I first saw Pitch Perfect, it was because someone told me, no, you will enjoy it. And because I thought I wouldn't, and they were like, no, it is good, you will enjoy it, it is funny, it's not what you think it will be, and it's much better than that.
August,
I probably will see it. Oh, sorry.
It follows, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it follows. 100%, like, it was... A friend recommended it to me, and that's what I can tell. I don't know, it seems like a really...
They are the best films, though, aren't they? The ones where you're like, do I trust this person? Are they just recommending this to me to waste my time, and then it is actually good?
But then, as I'm watching, I'm thinking like, okay, I haven't seen this story sort of told before. Like, but you got the monsters, they're out randomly out of nowhere, and it's like, only you can see it. And if the people who don't see it, it's like, oh, so you don't see it, but only I'm seeing it. I've got to find a girl to sleep with. And like, or girl or guy,
creepy.
I'm gonna go find this girl or guy to sleep with to make sure that monster follows that person instead. And it's like, and then you think to yourself,
is it this like? So there's a monster that is presumably some sort of representation of an STI, and you've got to pass it on to someone else.
Pretty much, yeah, pretty much.
It's like, let me get rid of this weird manifestation of gonorrhea and give it to you.
And if that person somehow dies, it comes back to me. I was like thinking, fuck this shit, yeah.
So it's just like, it's like those emails you used to send in like the early noughties where it's like, if you don't send this email to 3 friends, your crush will die or something like that.
Pretty much, but then what becomes so good about it is like the journey that they go through as friends. Like, here we are, we're doing this all together. I need to get rid of my STI. Will you help me?
Yeah. Pitch Perfect has that too. Not STIs, but I mean, it's got the we're all in this together. Let's do this. Let's help each other. We're very different. Let's get along.
Yeah, I guess.
And nobody is obliged to sleep with anyone in that film.
August, it follows.
I've lost.
No, wait. What are you doing?
Am I just meant to carry on even though when you know
Listen, you never know. Like in films, right? You have that moment when you have a second wind, something pops in your head.
He hasn't had his first wind yet.
I had my first win with Civil War. It was incredible. Stick with it. But yeah, no, I've lost this. This one's been defeated.
Are you like wavering all rights to this round? Are you sure? You don't think
Where's that yellow flag that I can like wave in the air? Like, I surrender.
White flag.
Oh, is it right? Shit. Can we cut that bit out?
We're keeping that part in.
No, cut that bit out. Jokes. How can I make this defend it even more?
Convince me to watch It Follows.
Yeah. Why it's so great? Why did you pick it? I mean, there must be a reason.
Why did I pick it? No, why did I pick it?
Yeah.
I genuinely thought it's bad on paper and it's actually quite good to watch.
What was bad about it on paper though?
What
was bad about the plot that made you think I don't want to watch it, but then you watch it, change your mind? What made you hesitant in the first place?
No, it's just that zombie guy after people is like after one person, and like I'm just thinking, not really my kind of thing. But because it's my friend, I'm like, I'm just I'll give it a go. And as I'm watching, I'm thinking, it's actually really fun to watch. Like, it's just unexpected. Like, I'm just not thinking, this storyline's gonna be good, but it caught me by surprise.
But how do you feel that It Follows was worse on paper? Oh, we're wrapping up. How many seconds we have?
We've got 27 seconds.
27 seconds.
Oh.
Final points. Adele, your final point.
I think Pitch Perfect's great. That's my point.
Oh wow. August. It Follows.
It Follows is just as good.
Well, I guess we can. All right. Wave off the clock, guys. We can wave off the clock. 3. Oh wow. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm gonna give it off to my fellow colleagues, my off-screen judges. Jake.
I just like to point out I surrendered, so it is hers. Like,
oh no! Shh.
I still get to say my piece. Though.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Jake.
Just because they're off camera, you can't silence them.
Damn. Tom him.
In Adele's column, I've written a whole list of things. In August's column, I've written, he said it's quite good actually. And that's it. I still don't know why it's good.
Oh, right.
That's not fair.
No.
I'll come in to back you.
Thank you.
Wait. But at the end, tell me, who do you give the point to?
Oh, clearly, no, it's Adele.
Adele, okay.
I gave the point to August because August, one, picked the right film. He picked the better film. It Follows is worse on paper than Pitch Perfect. It is.
Yes.
It's a film about a monster that follows you after sex. It is worse sounding than Pitch Perfect.
Yes.
And I thought the fact that you mentioned that and you brought up a point about Glee and all that kind of stuff, I actually agree with you. And I think all you really did for Pitch Perfect was just describe why you thought it was good rather than how it sounded bad on paper.
Oh, I did describe how it sounded bad on paper, I think.
But I think you did more of kind of just explaining why you thought it was good.
It's fair.
Whereas
Wow.
I got a keen sense of why you thought It Follows is bad on paper.
Yeah,
which
but
is why I gave the point to
we
you.
didn't get a sense of why it was good.
Yeah, but that wasn't the question. The question was what film
Was
sounds
bad on
worse on
paper.
paper.
No, but it's actually good
Oh,
in reality.
guys, thank you
But
for
still,
giving points. I love it.
but
You,
it's still-
you guys debate quietly over there in the corner.
I gave it to
Back
August.
to me.
I gave it to August.
Okay, now it's up to me.
Yes.
This the defining point right now. in This round.
Yes, I love it. Joking.
Sit down. You sit down.
Alright, sorry. Let me-
With
let
like
me quick,
enthusiasm in that round, you tapped out early and quickly, and I'm gonna go and say this, right? The question is, right, a film that seemed bad on paper turned out to be good. To be honest, both of the films you've chosen, I felt the same way. Pitch Perfect, right? You look at the plot, you think to yourself, high school film or college film, bunch of like saccharine American. I wasn't gonna watch it. Word of mouth made me watch it. It Follows. IndieWire made me watch it. That's not an IndieWire plug, but you deserve IndieWire.
Yeah, they really need the help.
Yeah, I need help. Now, what I'm trying to say is the films you chose were the right films. But in terms of the debate, Adele did more to explain her point. She even used the fact that on paper, when you look at it, you think to yourself, it seems like it could be another teen film where, guy and a girl get together. Or, it seems like it could be like another, cheesy film.
Can I just say, though, that my film...
No, you had your chance. You tapped out. I'm not finished.
I just want to say...
Let me finish.
There was 27 seconds left, and you're like, shit.
Exactly.
That was a minute and a half.
So
now I realise it's all coming to me. Actually,
it's too late.
It's all coming. You know when you're hearing, oh, that plane's actually coming. Actually, wait, hold on. No.
The confidence of one person believing in you.
Jake lit a fire, but it's too late. That fire's extinguished. It's gone. As I was saying, yeah. So Adele brought up the fact that word of mouth, it became a sleeper hit. No one really believed in it. the plot seemed very cliche, and the fact that the BBC made a film off the back of one scene, particularly in the film, goes to show you a film that no one really believed in did really well, and so off the fact that Adele argued her point well, I'm giving the point to someone that did not quit. Because why do you give points to quitters? I'm sorry,
You're right.
I'm gonna let YouTube think.
You're not sad. You're right.
The YouTube viewers thinking that quitting gives you a point. Quitting does not give you a point. Adele, you get the point for that one.
So you're right there. But I'd just like to say, actually, Pitch Perfect was advertised internationally. How is that not?
No, that you're thinking Pitch Perfect 2 and Pitch Perfect 3. But the
Pitch
original,
Perfect-
the original Pitch
original
Perfect
was
was not
advertised. The original-
advertised.
Final round, fight!
So yeah, man, like you tapped out. I hope, like, I don't know, guys. As I mentioned before, with the best of three, technically in a lot of different shows or outcomes and games, it means the person to my left is the winner. But Wildcard round is quite popular, and we're gonna give it a go. Hopefully August might, get a sympathy point out of this.
I should get 2 points, Dave.
No, we can't do that. We're not gonna like.
It's called the wildcard round.
It's
Isn't that where
wildcard.
people get bonus points anyway?
No. There's
Just
no
saying
bonus
that.
points. There's no bonus points. No. The wildcard round.
This
means
is for you the redemption round.
The redemption.
Why? We should just call it that, the redemption round. There we go.
No, it's redemption round for you. But it's the wildcard round, ladies and gentlemen. Round 3. I'm gonna give them a question on the spot. They have 1 minute to think of their argument and 1 minute apiece to argue their point. Now, the wildcard question is worst animated Disney film. You guys have 1 minute to think.
My parents didn't let me watch Disney when I was a child.
Oh.
Later.
All right. Your 60 seconds is up. Adele, you go first. What did you decide? What is the worst?
The worst animated Disney film is Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, okay. So, what?
Because of the message of that film. The message of the film Beauty and the Beast is I've been kidnapped, I'm being held in captivity, I'm going to fall in love with my captor, and that's totally fine. And that's a message we should give to teenage girls and young girls. You can be kidnapped by someone, they can take your family hostage, and then it's totally a normal reaction to fall in love with that person and think they're the greatest person ever. And it's not, and that's a Stockholm syndrome, and you need to get that treated, and that's not okay as a message to pass on to girls.
Ooh. How many more seconds do we have on the clock?
16.
16 seconds. Do you want to find a point?
Also, I don't like the dolls, the Beauty and the Beast dolls. Like, the yellow of that dress is just, it's so sickly as a colour. And also, it's just, I just don't like it.
You did well. Wow. Okay. August, buddy, the redemption point.
Sake.
It is the eye of the tiger. Are you ready? Your 60 seconds starts now. What film did you go with?
Anastasia.
Anastasia. Why?
Yeah. The worst. It's boring. Doesn't entertain me. And I fell asleep watching it, honestly. That's why I picked it as my worst. I fell asleep watching.
What percentage of the film have you seen? Is this like when we were debating the last one and you'd seen 0% of my film?
No, it's slightly a bit more. Let's say like 10% in, I just like fell asleep through it. So,
How do you know it didn't pick up?
well, if I'm already falling asleep, like it didn't, like, clearly wasn't the one for me. Yeah, like so. Anastasia is the worst one. But then, after hearing what you said, I kind of want to defend Beauty and the Beast here. Like,
Oh yeah, okay. What's the correct about the message of Beauty and the Beast?
so, here we go. Yeah, she was kidnapped. But actually, she wasn't kidnapped.
Her father was kidnapped.
Her father was kidnapped. She went to go try and save the father. She traded herself.
Yeah, and then
for
she
the-
is held captive.
Cut. Don't say it. Nobody say it. Cut. Nobody
gosh.
say it. All right.
August, man.
No, nobody say
Try.
Nobody say it. Nobody say it. Please, nothing. All right. YouTube viewers, stop laughing there.
I'm
Stop
sorry.
laughing.
I'm
It's
sorry,
not
but hold
funny.
on.
Stop
I want to
laughing.
defend Beauty and the Beast. Like,
Don't. You can't defend Beauty and the Beast.
Why not? Like, jeez, man. That's a great film.
Okay,
like, honestly.
guys. Okay, August. We hate to
Can't
break it
change
to you,
it
buddy.
to
We hate to break it to you, but we asked you to pick the worst Disney film.
Is Anastasia not Disney?
No.
No.
Is it really not?
It's not a Disney movie. No.
No.
Is it really not?
It's not a Disney movie.
I thought it was a Disney film.
One of the producers did produce Anastasia, but is not a Disney film.
You couldn't say that in the beginning, like just wait.
No,
just let me
you know
go
your
with
film.
it.
I thought you do your film. So I was like, you
Clearly,
see most
I
of
thought
him.
that- clearly
You see
was-
most of him. I assume you do your film.
Clearly, I thought that was a Disney film.
And it, guys,
It's not a Disney film.
Did you fall asleep in the credits so you didn't see the bit where the logos come up?
No, I think I said it. Like,
we still. I'm sorry, guys. We still have
that's
to
not
go.
a Disney film. Oh shit.
Judges. Tommy.
Oh yeah, so no points for that one. Like, come on.
Anybody.
Don't get a Disney film. No one says it's not going to be a Disney film. Oh yeah. Oh, Anastasia.
I'll pretend it is a Disney film for the sake of this argument. But you didn't talk. You let her talk, and it wasn't even her time to talk. And then you started defending Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, because it's not.
That wasn't the point.
Fair enough. Again, yeah.
Jay?
It was not. Dude.
Tommy, was that a point for Adele?
Yeah, but it doesn't
Yeah.
even matter anymore.
does-
It does. We
It
can't-
matters to me. I like winning.
Yeah, we can't let it fall apart, guys. I know we're laughing about the whole Anastasia thing, but
I'm trying to find Anastasia is a Disney film.
everyone, yeah.
Hold on.
Are you about to Google it? Just
Oh, no phones.
Yeah, it's Claire Adele is the winner of this round and of this whole show.
All right.
Amy.
Again. You know what they say. Mercy. August, thank you very much, man. The winner of this,
Please hang
and
myself.
she gets the Master Debater Cup. Adele, congratulations.
Oh, thank you so much. That's
Oh,
so
listen.
Don't get those type of like, awards where everybody wins.
You get
You want the
the
glass?
Anastasia is not a Disney film award.
Everybody wins, guys.
Again, thank you very much, both of you guys. You guys did a great job. August is proof that
next time I come prepared. That's it.
August is proof that
time I'm prepared.
preparation.
Yeah.
But before we go, do you want to plug your socials, Adele? And where can we find you? You got anything coming up?
You can find me on the internet using my name on Twitter. There's
What?
not a lot of Adele Cliffs, so just
All right.
Adele Cliff. That's my name on Twitter.
Where can we find you? Pickup artists. So where can the girls find you to make fun of you with Anastasia?
On his booth in
How
the
can this-
street.
Yeah.
But I should remember Pocahontas, but I actually like Pocahontas as well. Anyway.
What, plugging your socials? No.
Social. No, but you will be able to check out our show that's coming, Game Recognized Game, soon. So yeah.
Game Recognizing Game coming on the Milk and Syrup YouTube channel. I'm Sat Nyangi, I've been your host. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share, and take care.
Did you feel sorry for August at all? And did you want to throw a match because of it?
Winning is more important than other people's feelings. You are more important. Make yourself win.
I thought I should have won that, but I didn't get the point because she debated it quite well. I will come and redeem myself 100% and definitely come prepared.